Yes, I'm live now. Welcome once again to another new video. This is Santu Sahu and you are watching Sahu's tutorial. Good evening everyone. And in this YouTube video here I'll be covering 50 important MCQ questions on English literature for the upcoming UGC NET English literature exam. Do join quickly and let me know if everything is okay, if we are ready to begin the session. And let me share the link of my video in my Telegram channel. Okay. Good evening everyone. Due to some technical issues, okay, I was not able to conduct the session at the earliest. I think now it's okay. Is it buffering? I think everything is okay now. Please do let me know is everything is okay. Good evening everyone. Yes. Do join quickly. I'm waiting for all of you. Do join quickly. I'm waiting for all of you. Yeah. Before starting the session, this is my humble request to all the aspirants. Please make sure to subscribe the channel and tap the bell icon to get more notification and to stay updated as well. Do join the Telegram channel, that is Santu Sahu. Quality is little bad. 240. Right now I can't change actually. Okay. Right now I can't change. So on the very right now I can't change, but is it now is it clearly visible or not? Right now I can't change. I'll have to continue with this, and in the next video I can understand. Okay, I was facing some problem. Some technical issues was there. Yeah, I can also see that. Okay. Okay, it's okay. Let's begin the session. It's okay. Let's begin the session. And here is the first question on your screen. Sorry. The first question is that who wrote the introductory mimer for ancient ballads and legends of Hindustan, which was published posthumously in 1882. So here, what would be the right answer of this first question? The first question is on your screen. Who wrote the introductory mimer for ancient ballads and legends of Hindustan, which was published posthumously in 1882? Edward Gibbon, Edmund Goose, K.R. Srinivas Iyengar, and R. Parthasarathi. Who has written? And first tell me, Ancient Ballads and Legends of Hindustan was written by whom? Who has written this work, Ancient Ballads and Legends of Hindustan? Got it? Exactly. Yeah. Saurabh Subramshu. Exactly. It is Edmund Gibbon. Edmund Gibbon has written the introductory mimer for this work. And this work was written by whom? Tarudat. This work was written by Tarudat. This is a work by Tarudat, and the introduction was written by whom? The mimer by Edward Gibbon. So A is the right answer. In which literary work can we find the quotation that to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment? Options: Pride and Prejudice, The Lord of the Rings, Hamlet, The Essays of Ralph Waldo Emerson by Ralph Waldo Emerson. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. What would be the right answer here? Okay, let me see how many of you are able to answer the questions correctly. Let me see how many of you are able to answer this question correctly. No, no. Today's video quality would not be perfect actually. I'm facing some technical issue and trying to fix the technical issue, but not able to find it. What is happening? So you will have to understand these words in this manner. Actually, yeah, it's not Pride and Prejudice actually. It's not Hamlet. So these lines appear in the Essays of Ralph Waldo Emerson by Ralph Waldo. This is the name of the work, the Essays of Ralph Waldo Emerson by Ralph Waldo Emerson. So here D is the right answer. Exactly, Saurabh. So it's D is the right answer. Next question. Which book contains the line that all that is gold does not glitter? Not all those who wander are lost. Okay, okay. Then your guessing power is very. And each time I have seen that. Okay, your guessing power is very powerful. Actually. Hmm. Exactly. Exactly, Subramsu. Hmm. Fantastic. And yeah, these lines appear in The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. Exactly. Anindita too. Subramsu Anindita. These lines appear in The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. So here B is the sorry, exactly it's B is the right answer. Next question. Which novel by Daddy Smith is set in post-war London and follows the lives of two families, the Jones and the Iqbals? Where Samad Iqbal is the Bangladeshi friend and the engineer, the Englishman Archie Jones. Hmm. Exactly, fantastic. It's White Teeth by Zadie Smith that is set in post-war London and follows the lives of two families, Jones families and Iqbal's families. White Teeth by Zadie Smith is the right answer. Excellent, Sucharita also. Anandita, then Sucharita. White Teeth, that was published in 2000 by the British author Zadie Smith. It is focusing on the later lives of two wartime friends, that is the Bangladeshi Samad Iqbal and the Englishman Archie Jones and their families in London. So yeah, exactly, beauty. It is White Teeth by J.D. Smith, published in 2000. Okay. What was the pseudonym under which Roman Jakobson published the books of Jaum poetry? Aligorg, Kazimir Melvich, Alkeski Uchenek, Mosque क्या था? Only three options. चलो इसमें से बोलो. What was the pseudonym under which Roman Jakobson published books of Jaum poetry? Roman Jakobson pseudonym. Have you heard the name of pseudonym even of Roman Jakobson? Roman Jakobson earlier. Hmm. Exactly, Saurav. Exactly. It's Allegro. Exactly, beauty. So A is the right answer. Exactly. Roman Jakobson has written the published books of German poetry under the pseudonym that is Allegro. And here is the explanation. Okay. As a student, Roman Jakobson was a leading figure of the Moscow linguistic circle. Just a minute. Just a minute. Switch. Just a minute. No. Roman Jakobson is not a structuralist. He is a precursor of structuralist. Okay. Roman Jakobson was a formalist. He was a precursor to structuralist. ठीक है? Russian linguistics and formalist. Precursor of structuralist. Roman Jakobson and Yuri Ternabov, they are the precursor of that is the structuralist. So as a student, Roman Jakobson was a leading figure of the Moscow linguistic circle and took part in Moscow's active world of avant-garde art and poetry. He was especially interested in Russian futurism, the Russian incarnation of Italian futurism. Under the pseudonyms of Allegorov, he published books of Jaum poetry and befriended with futurists Vladimir Mansky, Jacques Avalanche, and these are the names. It really hard to pronounce. And it was the poetry of his contemporaries that partly inspired him to become a linguist actually. Yeah, formalist and predecessors of structuralism as well. Who is the author of The Kite Runner, a novel that explores the themes of friendship, betrayal, and redemption of Afghanistan? Earlier I have done also this question, isn't it? Hmm. Exactly. Yeah, it's Khalid Hosseini is the writer. Kite Runner, the novel. Khalid Hosseini is the right answer. Next question. Who translated Istanbul, Memories and the City into English? Who translated Istanbul, Memories and the City into English? Who has written this work? First, you tell me Istanbul, Memories and the City into. First, you tell me who has written this work. This is actually an autobiographical work. Autobiographical work. ठीक है? Now it was translated into English by whom? Who has written this work? Istanbul, Memories and the City. Pamuk has written. So Oran Pamuk has written, but it was translated by whom? It was translated by Moran Freely. Okay, translated by Moran Freely. So B is the right answer. Istanbul, Memories and the City is a largely autobiographical memoir by Orhan Pamuk that is deeply melancholic. It talks about the vast cultural change that has rocked Turkey, the unending battle between the modern and the receding past. It is also a eulogy to the lost joint family tradition. Most of all, it is a book about Bosphorus Istanbul history with the strait. It was translated into English by Moran Freely in 2005. Khalid Sigur's Never Let Me Go. What is the fate of the characters in at Halisam School? At Halisam School. Let me see how many of you are able to answer this question very correctly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Saurabh. Subhranshu. They became. They became actually. They became what? They became organ donors. C is the right answer. Exactly. C is the right answer. What is the source of E.M. Foster's title Where Angels Fears to Tread? The novel. E.M. Foster's novel, Where Angels Fear to Tread. Axel Mechtefel, the Dance Sheet Pope's essay on criticism or a Bible verse. Okay, apart from Subhranshu, Beauty and another one, Saurav. What about Anindita and Surita? Not sure, okay. Apart from all of you, Okay, so M. Foster's novel Where Angels Fear to Tread, which title has been taken from Alexander Pope's essay on criticism. Essay on criticism is the right answer. C. Essay on criticism is the right answer. Chalo. Who is the author of the novel A Girl in the Winter? A Girl in Winter, John Osborne, Philip Larkin, Catherine Lynn, Saint Martin Smith. क्या है question? Who is the author of the novel A Girl in Winter? Okay, got it. How intelligent all of you are. Exactly. How intelligent are you? All of you are. Chalo. Exactly. It's Philip Larkin. Philip Larkin is the writer of this, the novelist of this work. Girl in Winter is a novel by Philip Larkin, first published in 1947. Larkin stated that he had originally intended to write further novels, but he published no more fiction after A Girl in Winter. Possibly, John Osborne called it the most underestimated work in the Larkin canon and a harbinger of greatness as well. The main character in the novel is the girl of the title. So each Catherine Lind, a library assistant. Okay. So the main character in the novel, the girl of the title, each Catherine Lind, a library assistant. The book has 3 parts, with parts 1 and the 3 taking place in an unnamed English town on a single day in the early 1940s. Okay. A Girl in Winter is a novel by Philip Larkin. Who is the protagonist here? Catherine Lind is the protagonist here. A Girl in Winter, Philip Larkin. Which of the following is not mentioned as a part of the collection High Windows? And this work is actually written by Philip Larkin. These are poetry collection. Good evening, Pati. Saubhagya or Saubhagya, which one? Saubhagya. So, this is a poetry collection called High Windows, and Philip Larkin is famously known for his two poetry collection. One is High Windows, another one is Waits and Waitings. Okay, and in Waits and Waiting, in High Windows, there are poems like High Windows, Double Necks, and These Be the Words. Whereas Waits and Waiting is another poetry collection. So which is not? C is the right answer here. Waits and Waitings and High Windows. These are two poetry collection. And within High Windows, this is one of the poetry collection, famous poetry collection by Philip Larkin, where we find the poems like High Windows, Dubliness, and These Be the Words. Got it, everyone? So here is the explanation. You see, High Windows is a collection of poems by English poet Philip Larkin, was published in 1974 by Faber Limited. The paperback version was the first published in Britain as well. The collection of this last publication, and this is the thing. Here you see, this famous poem contains some of its famous poems, including High Windows, Dubliness, These Be the Words. Okay. Who is the author of the satirical epic poem called Germany, a Winter's Tale. Germany, a Winter's Tale. High Windows and Pets and Weddings, these are two poetry collections. Offline batch are available for UGC NET English literature for WB for West Bengal candidates. Offline batch for UGC NET English literature are available. Even UGC NET online batch is going on, going to begin very soon. The second batch, I've already started first batch. I'm going to begin very soon the second batch of UGC NET English literature. That is an online where you will be getting the recorded classes as well as offline classes. And those who want to experience the demo class, you can join too. And offline classes also are available for the West Bengal candidates. Okay. So it's Heinrich Heine. Exactly. The epic poem called Germany, a Winter's Tale, is a work by Heinrich Heine. It's not Wolfgang Goethe. Heinrich Heine is the right answer. C is the right answer. C. What is the title's literary references in Germany, a Winter's Tale? Easy one. What is the score of India? Let me see. Oh my God, what happened? 226. Sad 40 needed, about 26. 40 run चाहिए, 26 गेंदों. Winter's Tale, exactly. Referring Winter's Tale. Easy one. The title here, Heinrich Heine's work, that is Germany, a Winter's Tale, is referring Winter's Tale, Shakespeare's. Which of the following is not a poem from ancient ballads and legends of Hindustan by Tarudat? Exactly. It's D is the right answer. Exactly, everyone. Do like the session. Have you liked the session? If you are enjoying the session, please do like the session as well and share with your friends. Okay? Chalo. It's the Great Wall of China is not included in this collection that called Ancient Ballads and Legends of Hindustan by Tarudat. And here D is the right answer. Ancient Ballads and Legends of Hindustan, a book by Tarudat. It was published posthumously in 1882, and Edmund Booth wrote an introductory memoir, and she wrote that she brought now again connected. A sea of poppies, the lotus, Sita, and our Casino tree. These are four important poems of this collection. A sea of foliage, the lotus, Sita, and our Casino tree. Which poem from ancient ballads and legends of Hindustan is often taught in high schools in India as part of the English curriculum? Hmm. Exactly. It is orchestratory. D is the right answer. Everyone, check. What distinguishes House of Incest from Anais Nin's Diaries and Erotica? So Anais Nin actually is an erotic writer and a diary writer as well. But what distinguishes House of Incest from Anais Nin's Diaries and Erotica? Options are there, and this is the first book of fiction written by Anais Nin, and you will be surprised that here uh, this contains heavily allusion to a brief sexual relationship with her father in 1933 when she was visiting her estranged father in France. And at that time, she was actually 30 years old and had a sexual relationship with her father. So this is about the house of incest here, referring that also. And but this work, house of incest actually uh, exploring the narrator's subconscious mind actually. Here his graphic depiction of sex, it details about the author's sex of the famous lovers. It explores the narrator's it explores the narrator's subconscious mind. Here is the explanation that House of Incest, a slim volume of 72 pages written by Anais Nin, originally published in 1936. It is Anais Nin's first work of fiction, but unlike her diaries and erotica, House of Incest does not detail the author's relationship with famous lovers like Henry Miller, nor does it contain graphic depiction of sex. Rather, the House of Incest is surrealistic look within the narrator's subconscious mind as she attempts to escape from a dream in which she is trapped, or in Nin's words, she attempts to escape from the women's season in hell. And her this one, that is House of Incest, her first book of fiction, contains heavily veiled allusion to a brief sexual relationship with Nin had with her father in 1933 while visiting her estranged father in France. The then 30-year-old Nin had agreed just to say, chalo. What was the title of Annie's Nin's first book in print? Okay, it's not partial literary controversy. It's not women who defied the critics. It's not the literary world of D.H. Lawrence either. It is D.H. Lawrence, an unprofessional study. Okay, D.H. Lawrence, an unprofessional study. Here A is the first book in print by Annie's Nin was D.H. Lawrence, an unprofessional study. D.H. Lawrence, an professional study, was Amit Nin's first book in print, published by Edward W. Titus in Paris. Okay, it was also banned for their sexual content. It is a study of the works of a literary hero, D.H. Lawrence. He was heavily influenced by the works of D.H. Lawrence. And his name. Whose literary movement was Alan Silito associated with? And this is how my UGC NET classes are constructed. I provide well constructed notes. Even you don't need to buy any book. Exactly. Alan Silito is associated with the angry young men of 1950s. So C is the right option. And even I am also starting that looking to provide UGC NET paper 1 classes along with my UGC NET English literature courses. Within that courses there will be paper 1 as well as paper 2. I will be providing both the papers. I'll be guiding you, teaching you both the papers, paper 1 as well as paper 2. The Collector is a 1963 thriller novel. In his literary debut, its plots follows a lonely young man who kidnaps female art student in London and holds her captive in the cellar of his rural performance. Divided into two sections, the novel contains both the perspective of the captor Frederick and that of Miranda, the captive. The portion of the novel told from Miranda's perspective is presented in epistolary form. Who wrote the novel? You tell me. Famous one. Okay? Miranda, the character Miranda appears. The captor is the Frederick and Miranda is the captive. The portion of the novel told from Miranda's perspective. It's presented in epistolary form. Who wrote the novel? Okay, now tell me what would be the right answer here? Who has written? The Collector is a novel by John Fowles. Okay? Thriller. That is here. B is the right answer. John Fowles has written The Collector, written in epistolary form. The Collector is the 1963 thriller novel by the English author John Fowles in his literary debut. It follows a lonely young man who kidnaps a female art student in London and holds her captive, that is, holds Miranda captive in the cellar of his rural farmhouse. Divided in two sections, the novel contains both the perspective of captor Frederick, that of Miranda, the captive, and the novel told from Miranda's perspective. It's presented in epistolary form. Who is the main protagonist of the novel Magus by John Fowles? The French literary man's the Magus, the Collector. These are famous work by John Fowles. The Magus. Who is the protagonist of this novel? Who is the protagonist of this novel, The Magus? Do like the session. And if you want to join my UGC NET English Literature course, exactly, exactly, Saubhagya. Exactly. It's Nicholas Urfi. Hmm. The novel's protagonist is Nicholas Urfi. Exactly. So B is the right answer. Magus. French lieutenant women, the Magus and the Collector. These are three famous works by John Fowles. Okay. And India needs 17 runs out of 12. So it's Aksar Patel is doing the job for India. The Magus is 1965 is a postmodern novel by the British author John Fowles telling the story of Nicholas Urfi, a young British graduate who is teaching English on a small Greek island. Urfi becomes embroiled in the psychological illusion of a master trickster, which become increasingly dark and serious, considered an example of metafiction. This is metafiction. It is the first novel written by Fowles, but the second he published. So, Bipolar Boy is a novel written by whom? Yeah, 17 turns needed, 2 words left. And even I am watching little bit. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Saurabh. Fantastic. Yeah, it's Ashok Banker. Exactly, Bipolar Boy Ashok Banker has written. Exactly. Okay. Sardul is out now. So, Ashok Banker has written the novel Bipolar Boy. Exactly. Yeah, two is the right answer. Which among the following is a non-fiction by Amitabh Ghosh? Only 2 wickets left. Exactly, Sucharita. Fantastic. In an antique land that is said in Egypt. Okay, Egypt. Non-fictional work by Amitabh Ghosh. Remember, in an antique land is the non-fictional work by Amitabh Ghosh said in Egypt. Excellent. 23. Who is one? And who was Leonard? And who was Leonard? Okay, okay, okay. So paid animal is the right answer. In Shakespeare's Macbeth, who was the untimely ripped from his mother's womb? So yeah, exactly. It's Macduff is the Macduff is the right answer. So are you all sure that it was? Are you all sure that it was paid animal? Alexander Pope revised the Rev of the Law 3 times. In the final revision of the poem 1717, he inserted a speech by Belinda Clarissa Beatty and Thlustris, first published in 1712, then 1714, then 1717. 3 editions were there. It's Clarissa's speech. It's not Thlustris, it's just Beatty, it's just Belinda. So here Clarissa's speech was added. In the third edition, in the final version that came in 1717, and in that edition, it was Clarissa's speech was added. So here 2 is the right answer. Who among the following is not character in William Golding's Lord of the Flies? Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien and Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien, whereas Lord of the Flies by William Golding. Ralph was there, Piggy was there, Peter and Jack. Who was not there? You did not tell me that I was asking that. You all answered that. Who is not a character? Exactly, Sucharita. It's Peter. Peter was not there. Jack was there, Piggy was there, Ralph was there. But Peter was not there. Who is not a character of William Golding's Lord of the Flies? I asked to everyone. So are you sure that here I can't exactly remember the answer exactly. Was there paid animal? And whatever I knew that on the day the lost Lenore was there also? Was there a paid animal? Will you please tell me? Just I need to check it once more. The medal. Okay. A poem written by John Dryden in 1681 is subtitled as. And without thinking so much, I just watching the India versus Bangladesh match, and I just answered that question. Whatever you told. Are you sure? "12 needed out of 5 or out of 4. Bangladesh will again win." Back in 2012, Bangladesh in Asia Cup won over India, and in 2023 in 3 12 is required out of 3. Okay, it's actually a satire against tradition. A satire against tradition is the subtitle. John Dryden. A satire against tradition is the subtitle of this John Dryden 1681. ठीक है, चलो. Now 8 requests. 8 required out of 2 words. Actually, it was Sami in the strike. That's why. Rashid Krishna and Sami. Okay. It's a famous poem. You should read this poem. Okay. Read this poem. Muji these breaks arts. This is a famous poem. Seeks to draw. Seeks to draw. This is a famous poem. You should read this poem. Okay. A boy is falling out of the soil. This is the story of Icarus. This is the story of Icarus. A children skating on a pond at the edge of wood. It was there actually. The dogs go on with the doggy life. Exactly there were branches of isolation and the busy grips. That is not there actually. Everybody was busy with their own work while Icarus was falling from the sky into that water because he was due to the heat of the sun, the wings made of wax melted. The dogs go on with the doggy life. It was there. Branches of isolation and the busy grips was not there. Chalo. Festy. Festy is a clown in Bangladesh own. ये लोग विराट कोहली को नहीं खिलाता है, अच्छे अच्छे लोग को नहीं खिलाता है और बांग्लादेश से हार जाता है. अच्छे So the right answer is actually it's 12th night. Festi is a character, is a clown that appeared in Shakespeare's 12th night. Two cantos from the seventh book of the Rape of the Queen appeared posthumously. They are known as. It is mutability cantos, okay? Got it, Shraddha. So two cantos from the seventh book of the Fairy Queen appeared posthumously. They are known as actually mutability cantos. Okay. Which Byron poet begins with I want a hero, an uncommon one, when every year and every month sends forth a new one. Child Herald Springwest, no. The Vision of Judgment, no. Then Don Juan. This Don Juan is the right answer. ठीक है? Don Juan. And you told me all that was the answer was the dog. That is absolutely wrong. Okay. And you are not answering me. Which one? I knew that it was Lenor, and you were telling me fade animal. So I believed you. It's lost Lenor. Okay. The raven was mourning the death of lost Lenor. Okay, got it. And that's why I am telling you once. That's why I am asking you each time. Okay, that's why I am asking you each time. So tell me whether you know it correct or not. Women in Romanticism is a work by. Women in Romanticism is a work by. Women in Romanticism is a work by. And which women are here? Which women are mentioned here? Dorothy Richardson, okay, then Mary Shelley, and Mary Wollstonecraft. Hmm. Mina Alexander, exactly. Mina Alexander has written Women in Romanticism. Dorothy Richardson, Mary Shelley, and Mary Wollstonecraft, they are mentioned here. Women in Romanticism. Okay, I'll be ending the session here. See you tomorrow. ठीक है? चलो. Thank you everyone. Good night.